Do you see any tears coming down my face? I'll give you a better angle on the dangle. How about over here? Do you see any tears coming down my face due to your kind words? All right, Daddy's gonna talk to the camera for a little bit while you do crafts, okay? All right, just let brother do a little bit of crafts over there too. Hey folks, old single dad watching the children. Big Pumpkin snuck in there. It's like 7 something, trying to get some early sleep in. Why? Because Filipinos, they love to sleep. Number 1 on their list. Every Filipino girlfriend I've ever had, number 1, sleep. That's the priority. Sleep first, eat later. Sleep first, do whatever you need to do later. Sleep anyhow. So she's out. I got the kids in my studio here. Welcome to my studio. You know, people here on YouTube spend tens of thousands of dollars soundproofing a room. You know, usually an extra room in their house or their basement, whatever. Put all these lights in the background. For what? How does that enhance the message that they're trying to portray? That's my son over there assisting with the audio. As you can see, how much do I spend on my studios? Because they change all the time. Well, that curtain over there is actually a fitted sheet, but it helps with the sound. I put my bag over there just for some, something nice to look at. I realize that there's really no decorations around here. All right, enough about the YouTube studio, all right? My goodness. You want to start a YouTube channel? Just start talking to your camera. Don't worry about the studio or the background. Here we go. This is from my good friend and frequent commenter here on the channel. And, I used to put their screen names up there and put the picture to comment up there. Maybe I put a picture, maybe I don't. So we'll just go ahead without reading the screen name. It's irrelevant. Grown man with cut off shorts on. No aircon and a puff jacket on. LOL. I think that means laughing out loud. Poor children must be suffering at night. Y'all okay over there, Maria? Huh? Need me to put the fan in here? Are you suffering? Oh, you are? Damn, my friend was right. I gotta put a fan in here. Big Pumpkin's got 2 fans on her. We supposed to have a fan in here. Man, this dude has got me pegged right on the money right off the bat. Big Pumpkin, unfortunately I gotta steal one of your fans. But I'm just gonna point it into the room so I don't mess up the audio. So Maria, you'll feel a little bit of wind there, and hopefully there won't be any more suffering.
I'm still hot.
You're still hot? Are you sweating?
Yes.
A little bit? Damn, this dude's got me pegged. My daughter's here sweating while she's doing crafts. But I'm sure that the fan is going to circulate some air. I'll tell you what, Maria. I'll open the window up all the way there. You have to deal with maybe a bug or two. Ain't no bugs here. All right, so thank you very much, my friend, for letting me know that poor children must be suffering at night. Thank you. Oh, okay, I think I get it. He's trying to teach the kids to live like the Filipinos live. So once he's gone, they'll be able to sleep in the village with the goats. And Forrest G can learn how to speak fluent goat. Nah. Nah. All right, so let's break this down. I'm trying to teach the kids to live like Filipinos live. Well, smoke. If you ain't figured out this part of the equation, these 2 children here, now, just happened to be, coincidentally, we're in the Philippines, and coincidentally, they just happened to be, turn the light on in there. Back to the point. There's just this huge coincidence. Coincidentally, these children happen to be.
Daddy.
Hey man, sit down. I'm trying to make an award-winning show and you're in your boxer shorts.
Daddy.
They happen. Yes, ma'am.
Are we disturbing you?
Well, no, you're not disturbing me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, can I get back to my show?
Eh,
Do you want me to come over there and help you with your crafts and disturb you? I can hit pause. I can stop the video and I can come help you do your crafts. Do you want to see my soda pop dance?
No, please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay, so can I get back to talking to my friends here?
Later. I'm talking.
Okay. Coincidentally, these children happen to be, drum roll please, half Filipino. Imagine that. I'm in the Philippines. Both of their mothers are Filipino citizens. There's a good possibility, even a probability, that they are Filipino. Now let me go back here. I'm trying to teach the kids to live like the Filipinos live. Well, my kids are Filipino. They are American. Now the term is Fil-Am. Living in the Philippines. They're growing up in the Philippines. They have Filipino mothers. They're Filipino citizens. I'm trying to teach the kids to live like the Filipinos. There's that sort of imperialistic attitude. Like, you'd almost have an argument if my kids were not half Filipino, if they weren't Filipinos, Filipino citizens, however you want to look at it. If I just brought two white kids from America, then you can be hitting me. You're just trying to teach them to live like the Filipinos live. Well, okay. My friend, they are Filipino. So it's a pretty crazy statement to make. You're trying to teach them how to live like the Filipinos.
Who's making a mess?
Okay, but there's no shouting during my show. Just like there's no crying on the yacht. Okay, y'all play nicely together. Sweetie, let them organize the sticks over there. It's got colored popsicle sticks with glitter on them. I bought those today for Maria. And glitter construction paper, because she likes to play with glitter and do crafts with glitter, but it gets everywhere. I said, let me get the stuff that's already on the popsicle sticks. It's already on the paper. And guess what? I still got glitter everywhere. Okay, Forrest G, you be nice, man. So, anyhow, and the screen name tends to indicate that this gentleman lives here in the PI. I don't know if that's true or not. But, bro, if you live here in the PI, you've been watching my show for a long time, you've been commenting, you started out very positive comments, and then the comments sort of turned, kids get a little rowdy, out of control. They get up to handle business. Now Big Pumpkin's telling me to turn the light out. The light's in her face. Okay, do you see me talking to my friends out there to this beautiful FX3? You see the studio lights? Okay, yeah, I need the light on. Okay, plus it's only, what is it, 7:20, 7:30, whatever it is, I can't see it. I don't feel sorry for her. Okay, they probably snuck a nap sometime today when I wasn't looking anyhow. Back to this dude's comment. So once he's gone, what does that mean, gone? Does that mean taking a dirt nap or running away? I don't know. Once he's gone, they'll be able to sleep in the village. with the goats. Well, they've slept in the village before many a nights. No aircon, just an electric fan. You know, we dealt with brownouts. Camped out in the tent many a night. They'll be able to sleep in the village. Well, they need to be able to sleep in the village. That's an accurate statement too. If the good Lord called me home right now, she'd be on the next flight down to Cebu, and they would pick up where they left off when we left a year ago. So that's an accurate statement too. That when I'm gone, they'll be sleeping in the village with the goats. There's still a lot of goats in her village. You're right on the money. Forrest G can learn how to speak fluent goat. That's just downright mean, man. Trying to hurt my feelings. Learn how to speak fluent goat. I don't know if you're just trying to be funny. Or if you're trying to hit me, cut me deep. Because of my son is autistic. He has autism and he doesn't talk yet. He's nonverbal. I don't know which way to perceive that. Are you making fun of the fact that my son doesn't speak right now? So you're saying he should learn how to speak fluent goat? Or are you just making a joke? You're not hurting my feelings either way. But somebody else who read that comment, if they were in my shoes, might perceive that to be unpleasant. But I want you to look close right here, buddy. Right here. I want you to look close, real close. I'll even come in closer. I can't come too far because I've got the focus locked. I think I'm shooting at a 2.0, so the depth of field, very shallow. Do you see any tears coming down my face? I'll give you a better angle on the dangle. How about over here? Do you see any tears coming down my face due to your kind words? Look again. Look close. Maybe there's some mist. Maybe there's a little dampness. Check and see. You're not going to see any tears rolling down this face because of a comment that some random deranged individual left on my YouTube video. With that, you know, like I said, there's some truth to your comment. I kick out, that kid's gonna grow up in the village down there. At least, you know, in the short-term fight. Man, who knows? Big Pumpkin's sort of internet famous here if you ain't figured that shit out. And everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody gonna, huh? It's 7:40 in the evening. No, nobody is ready. Why are you tired? Okay, well, feel free to try and get some sleep. But I'm not turning the light out. Okay? I'm not closing the door. It's too hot. So when Forrest G disrupts her craft operation to the point that I got to send them back in there, you're going to have to help out here. I'm making an award-winning travel show. People trying to hurt my feelings here. I've got to address the situation.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you too, sweetie. Are you cooler now that I put the fan in here, or are you still sweating? Still sweating. Damn, thought there'd be a little bit of improvement. Do you feel like you're suffering? Yes? Damn. This guy's right on the money, man. You are good. Man, what can I do? How about this? Maria, you ready to listen?
Yes.
Bah, bah. Did you understand that? Huh?
That means hello.
Means hello. Damn, my daughter has spent so much time in the old lady's village that She already understands goat. Baby, you grew up around goats for 19 years. Do you feel like you understand what they're saying? Big Pumpkin. Big Pumpkin. Okay, you grew up in the village for 19 years around goats. Do you feel like you can speak to the goats? Can you talk to the goats? Buong Ana. Who's that? I don't know Buong Ana.
He said, "Are you crazy?"
Oh, thank you for the translations. Now this one here, I think I'll wait on this one since I got the kids in here. I'll wait till they go to sleep. It's got some stuff about the bars. Got one long one here. I'm gonna have to wait on this one too. It's my from a young buck here. I have many American friends who went your route. Okay, so right off the bat, this gentleman ain't speaking from experience. He got many American friends who went your route. Oh Lord, here's one of those that either ain't got a passport, ain't never owned a passport, never been on an international flight. Watch some YouTube videos about the Philippines. Got some friends who was over here, probably on vacation. And now, with the power of Google in his hand, he's an expert on the culture, the region, everything. So I'm gonna wait to get into his comment as well till the kids go to sleep. But these types of folks, these young bucks, they're all young bucks. They just really crack me up. Now, baby, I hear music. Is that my music or is the internet back? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I was gonna do this show as a live stream. And I was getting everything set up, and then the internet went out around 6:15. No, looks like it's still down. But here's the good thing, because my internet's been out a couple times. You know when you get that red light on the router, the red light of death. You know when you see that red light of death with a fiber optic router that line is broken somewhere and you can't fix it. It ain't like back in the day when your cable went out. You know, you could get out there and trace the line or whatever. You know, you borrowing shit from the neighbors. You could get out there and fix a coaxial cable, right? You can't do that with fiber optic. You gotta have a doctorate from NASA, a special tool, a special sensor. I mean, you gotta be a rocket scientist to splice back together a fiber optic line. So when you see that red light of death on that router, you're like, oh, fuck, here we go. Gotta call, gotta email, gotta get the ticket, gotta explain, gotta wait for the police to come out. And, you know, it is what it is. One of those, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining the dynamic that we all know. It's a hassle. So even if they come tomorrow, it's still a fucking hassle, right? You gotta go through the motions. They're not gonna automatically come out. You gotta ask for help, which is a waste of your time, right? So anyhow, look over here on this router. All things are still blinking in the green. It is not showing the red light of death that it showed pretty much every time my internet's went out, it's been the red light of death. You know, truck ripped down the line, neighbor cut it with the damn weed eater. You know, there's always trauma involved. It's, if you look at it from a medical sense, it's not a medical issue, it's always traumatic. Somebody has broke that fiber optic line and it requires a crew. So knock on wood, don't see the red light of death. We just had some rain today. I figure it's just weather related. That's what I'm praying for. Oh, I was going to run it as a live stream, but as I was getting everything set up. That's what happened. So the internet's down right now. That's why Big Pumpkin's trying to get to sleep. She was going to watch some Tagalog movie. And she is exhausted. She's been up early. The ladies had to go over and handle some business. Been dealing with getting the kids enrolled in school. Hey, good news. We got 2 children enrolled in school. Guess when they start school? Next week. They got 1 week and they're back in school.
Not fair. Forrest has an aircon in his room and I do not have an aircon. Not fair.
Life ain't fair, sweetie. Life ain't always fair. It rarely ever is. What she said, if you didn't catch that, is that Forrest G's classroom got an aircon and hers don't. It's fans only. And so she's a little bit not cool, a little jealous. You said it, a little jealous that Forrest G's class. And the funny thing is, they said Forrest G's classroom's got like 4 air cons, a couple fans. It's like a meat locker. Then they go over to her place and it's got a few fans. And I said, sweetie, we don't have an air conditioner at home. What's the difference? Okay, you're gonna be okay. I'll get you a little clip fan if it's that bad. But
What's a clip fan?
you clip it on your desk. Big Pumpkin, go back to sleep. Stop making all that racket in there. You don't even know what's going on. She just turned over and started spewing out hatred in there. Don't even know what's going on. My gosh. Would you like to know what the dispute was over? Crayons. No, there's no crayons.
Here's a crayon.
Where? Oh, okay, so there is a crayon. Anyhow, so Maria's a little upset. Forrest G's got aircon, she don't. Just the way it is. Go back to my man's comment. Poor children suffering, suffering, suffering. You realize that most kids in this country go to schools with no air conditioners in the classrooms, and a lot of them attend schools with no electricity, off grid. Not a lot of them, but some of them.
No.
Are they suffering too? Everybody's suffering. Air conditioner was invented in like what, 1901? We already covered this. Yeah, he did a beautiful picture. Just give him one and let, or just give him that one that he drew on and let him go to town on it. Just give him that one, give him a marker, and he'll work on it.
I'll just hide the other one.
Now you're starting to use strategy. Very good. Now you're playing chess. Give him the one he's already wrote on, give him the crayon, let him go to work. There you go. Just don't write on my walls, dude. Is that washable crayon?
I don't know.
Okay, well just help me supervise him so he can write on the wall. Hey, dude, no jumping with the popsicle sticks.
I know how to
Yeah.
make a popsicle fan.
Since 1901, when air conditioning was invented, if you don't own an air conditioner since 1901, you must be suffering. What did humanity do for the first couple of million years? Now look, get off on a side tangent here. I think that as human civilizations evolved way up here, and then something happened, and then it set us back, and they evolved again, maybe further, set us back, maybe it set them back even worse. There's been more advanced civilizations before us. Pretty arrogant to think that only in the last 150 years that we've started developing technology and the industrial revolution, that it just magically, it's the first time it's happened. Anyhow, I'll take a break and I'll read the other 2 comments when these kids go to bed. They got about another hour. It's time for them to go hit the hay with Big Pumpkin. Huh?
Dad, are we gonna sleep at? Are we gonna sleep at 8?
Sleep late tomorrow?
At 8.
Yeah, 8 o'clock sounds good. That's in a few minutes here. So you guys go ahead and start picking up them popsicle sticks and crayons. Forrest G, help clean up. Help sister clean up, buddy.
We're making a rainbow.
Okay, well, it's almost time to go to bed. Let's start getting cleaned up.
I'm not sleepy yet.
Hey, boy, don't ride on that floor, man. Alright, I gotta be old single dad. I'll see y'all after the kids go to sleep. I'm back. That first comment got me so upset that I just had to go relax, go to bed, watch a movie. I'm just kidding. I just got bored and I went to bed. Let me get back to these folks trying to hurt my feelings here. He only cares about himself. Thinks his supposed to be he's, H-E', not H-I-S. That's his. Throughout the years, I've always insisted on proper grammar. If you're
Turn off your put your lock your door.
I'm not editing that out. I love my son when he comes in here, but she does have a good point. If I just lock the doors, don't happen. Same with that dude on that BBC interview. His kids come bebopping in there, this old lady or the maid, whoever it was, comes in there with this look of terror, scurrying the kids out of the room. Why? They're kids. They do stuff like that. They want to be around us dads. I'm not mad at it. Anyhow, he's, H-E', not H-I-S. He is an American hero doing what he is doing, using this poor girl, the old lady that just poked her head in here, that poor girl. Look after his kids. I'm using this poor girl to look after my kids. Well, if you're just joining us, she's sort of the mom to those 2 kids and the biological mother to one of them. I don't know what reality you live in, my friend. But the reality that I live in is that moms and dads take care of their children. Why would you think that I'm using this girl to take care of my kids? I'm using her to take care of her own biological child. She's basically been here throughout my daughter's life as well. So I'm using her to be a mother. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds to a dude from my generation? It's like listening to somebody from another fucking planet. I'm using her making her be a mother? Insanity. Using this poor girl to look after his kids while he goes off wherever it suits him on vacation. Probably visiting them girly bars he loves so much. Okay, so everybody thinks when I go to Thailand or I leave the Philippines, I'm on vacation. Go to America. He's on vacation. Left his kids with that poor girl. That poor girl's got to take care of his kids while he goes on vacation in America and drives across 30 states. Just abandoning them children. Check out that video. Pretty good. It's called Why I Abandoned My Kids. Lovely video. I don't know what it is, Not everybody. But you got to understand that a lot of the expat community in this country are very small-minded. Very small-minded. They've been two places, America and the Philippines. And if you deviate from that roadmap, you must be off gallivanting, up to no good, on vacation. Just trying to warn you the mindset of a lot of folks here. A lot of the people here are not worldly types. Okay, they had a friend that came to the Philippines. They asked a million questions, waited 10 years, and finally got the courage to fucking come here. And that's their perspective. They can't fathom visiting another country. But they think they're world travelers because they've been to two countries. Anyhow. Probably visiting them girly bars he loves so much. Dude, do you realize that Angeles City right over here has got girly bars? Do you realize that a lot of people come on vacation just to go to Angeles City or Barrio Barreto to party? Do you realize that? Dude, if I want to party, I'm going to be straight up with you exactly how much it cost me to get to the bar. 60 peso trike ride, and then, what is it, less than 20? Let's just say a nice round number, $2 US. My total expenditure of my journey to get to a girly bar is less than $2 US. I can leave right now, and in less than 20 minutes, I can be in a girly bar. $2. Why would I spend hundreds of dollars to go other places for the sole purpose of visiting a girly bar? Don't like this area? 232 pesos is the bus fare to get to Angeles City. Okay, now we're talking all in, less than $10 to get to the girly bars of Walking Street in Angeles City. How does the math add up to spend hundreds of dollars going anywhere else, whether it be Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, the States, wherever people have hit me about my travels? Your economics don't add up. It doesn't make sense. You get that? You won't, because you're just not going to listen. See here, girly bars. Just a typical foreign dirt bag. And it's any wonder, bullshit grammar here. No spelling bee champion either. A lot of the Filipino women don't trust the foreign men with men like him over there around. I really hope one day, very soon, she walks out after how you have treated her for so long. That poor, poor girl. What a crap with two P's. In my day, we spell crap C-R-A-P, not two P's. A crap partner she has got in him. You're speaking a language I have no idea where you're coming from. To me, a partner is like Starsky and Hutch. Okay? Partners, like riding motorcycles on chips. Okay? Ponch is my partner. Starsky and Hutch, partners. Those are partners. When you're working 5-0, working the road. Okay? Yeah, this guy's my partner. For anybody to refer to a marriage or a relationship or my girlfriend, my old lady, a side piece, a one-night stand as my partner, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying, what language you are speaking. You've lost me. because I will never refer to my old lady as my partner. Whether she be a wife, girlfriend, whatever, that's not a partner. A partner is fucking Punch. You know what I mean? A partner is like the Lone Ranger and Tonto. Okay? It doesn't apply to men and women. But I've heard this used in recent times. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? This is my partner. You know, I think they started using that term to describe like gay people. Oh, this is my partner. To like soften it up. Fuck all that. If you're a dude and you're gay, just say, hey, this is my boyfriend. What the fuck is wrong with that? Okay? You're a chick, you're a lesbian, this is my girlfriend. Why do we gotta fucking confuse everybody and interject the word partner, which for decades has meant the fucking dude that I work with? You know what I mean? Usually like in cops or some type of shit like that. It's my partner. Or this is my business partner. What a crap partner she has got in him. Fucking, where do you get this shit from? Where does this younger generation get this shit from? I don't even know. I don't respect this person one bit. It's up to you. The Thai lady said, up to you, T-Lac. Up to you, darling. I really do hope one day soon you're left. And you spelled it Y-O-U-R. Why shouldn't it be Y-O-U apostrophe R-E? You are left with nobody because you deserve it. I deserve to be alone. That's what you're saying? Everybody's got their opinions. But do you see, from my standpoint, the perception from this guy here, you're speaking a language from a different fucking planet that I don't understand and I don't want to understand, and I'm never interested in understanding where you're coming from. We're just too far apart. Anyhow, thank you very much for the comment. Please continue to bring them on. I must say thank you, because you just gave me 20 minutes of stuff to talk about, and I certainly appreciate you. But when you try to hit me and you try to put that tear rolling down my cheek because of your crafty words, I want you to take a good look, my friend. You're strike two. First it was strike one. Here you come, strike two. Do you see any tears? Take a good look, man. Take a good look. Unfortunately, no. There ain't no tears rolling down my cheek, and ain't gonna be. And I'm never gonna refer to my old lady as my partner. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Alright. Now look, I forgot to caveat this and let y'all know my neighbor is still working on a welding project next door. Okay? Ain't mad at him one bit. Alright, over here, this neck of the woods, we're very tolerant of our neighbors and their activities, and a lot of understanding and brotherly love and shit like that. Like I said, I got noisy kids. He's working on a welding project. The neighbor's got a howling dog at night. Neighbors over there cranking out some great music. Man, these young cats got a great playlist going on over there. So if there's background noise, deal with it. This is real life. All right? With that said, this next one, blah blah, his screen name is blah blah shits, S-H-I-T-Z. That tells you anything. You know, I used to say all the time, I can't take you serious if your screen name is, you know, Dragon Ball Z 845672 Big Nuts 007. Anyhow, blah blah shits. Here we go. He's the shits. I have many American friends who went your route and either totally inseminated themselves. Is that a word? Inseminated. I mean, no, it's inseminated. Is it immersed? Are you thinking immersed? Inseminated? Let me read it again. And either totally inseminated themselves in the Philippines. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look that up in the dictionary if that's the proper usage of that. Let's see. Or brought the wives, he puts that in quote, and or their whole family to the U.S. to assimilate into our local cultures. It brings back that George Carlin skit he did when he talks about how people use big words to make themselves sound sophisticated and intelligent. You know what I mean? That's what this Mr. Shits sounds like. Totally inseminated themselves in the Philippines or brought the wives and or their whole family to the U.S. to assimilate into our local culture. It's not any of my business to speak of your business. That's true, but you left a comment this damn long, so it's all right. You may proceed. I feel that you are both dominating, slightly rude, and extremely cheap. All capitals in the cheap. And stress that hit me hard. Big letters, fucking cheap. I'll write that down. Next, t-shirt design, all capitals, cheap. Also, look up the word inseminated. Is that about sexual actions or immersing yourself in one's culture? Let's see. With your wife and family, you're extremely cheap with your wife and family. Is it my responsibility? Okay, maybe you're talking about wife and kids. I thought you were talking about her family. I was going to go off on a tangent and say, why is it my responsibility to feed the whole village? Another topic. Possibly it's the fact that an American is or was a desired commodity to Philippine women. And most all the people who go your route, men, not people, and repatriate themselves to a first cheaper lifestyle. And man, you're one who is definitely cheap, dominating, and definitely rude in the way you treat especially your little missus. And I assume that you will read this message and delete it quickly. And you spell quickly Kwickly. You can't make this shit up. Quickly. But at least you will read it. The blogger who thinks he's an ABC News correspondent and talk show host / pepper guide. Fuck is that? Oh, maybe it's a prepper. You spelled it wrong. It's prepper, not pepper. The blogger. Is that a veiled attempt at disrespecting my profession as a filmmaker? I remember when I first started this game, everybody, why don't you get a real job? Sitting there fucking around. When I first started this game, if you were posting YouTube videos, you were like, back in my day, you were playing video games. You were wasting your time, just a bum, trying to get a job. And then some people came along, like this guy, what's his name? Mr. Beast. Is the dude a billionaire yet or not? He's a YouTuber. He's a blogger. He's a vlogger. I don't give a fuck what you call me, okay? I really don't, but it's just funny. It's that subtle disrespect. And I'll tell you what it's like. I used to be a paramedic. And when people would refer to you as an ambulance driver, it could mean that they're uneducated, or it could mean it was a veiled attempt at disrespecting your credentials. A lot of it was jealousy. Not to go into that on that particular job, but a paramedic in the United States is the closest thing to God you're going to get until you get to that fucking hospital. So to call a paramedic in the United States an ambulance driver, okay, you keep right on doing that. Man, I could talk about this for fucking hours. All right, let's get back to this asshole here. Let's see. ABC News correspondent and talk show host. Yep. I can be a talk show host if I want to. I told my buddy one time, I said, man, I'm not a professional author. I'm just a redneck who started writing. He said, my man, let me tell you something. The first time somebody pays you for your work, you are a professional. That is your profession. I hate to break it to you, is what he said. Once people start paying you for your work, that is your profession, and it makes you a professional. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's just different levels. You write a book, it makes $100 or it makes 100 million. See how that works? You got paid for your work. It's no longer a hobby. So yeah, I'm a paid talk show host. There you go. My only question for you is not why you make that move to assimilate your version of American on any of the world, dominating and looked at by other, usually third world countries, as though all Americans have gold coming out of their butts. And at this point, I am sure that they all know different. That America is going down the tubes with the rest of the world. And I am sure that the planet will be just fine without humans messing it up. This is what the dude wrote. You can't make this up. It looks like you think that your podcast program, I've never called this a podcast program. I don't fucking know what a podcast is, to be honest with you. It's like I don't know what a blog is or what a blogger is. What the hell is a podcast? Is a podcast like a radio show where there's no video, it's only audio? Well, then Joe Rogan is on YouTube. Is that a podcast? Because I can see the guy on video. Isn't it just a talk show? Americans and our terminology and our struggle to categorize shit for no fucking apparent reason. I don't give a damn if you call me a news correspondent, a blogger, a vlogger, a filmmaker, a producer, a director, a talk show host. Who gives a fuck? What do? I produce videos. I produce a show. I talk to people through a camera and the internet. So just keep right on with your hunting the proper terminology to categorize me and put me in the proper box. You can't put me in a box. I'm going to break out of there. You can't categorize me. Because the minute you think I'm a talk show host, next thing you know, I'm a mountain climber. Oh fuck, now he thinks he's a mountain climber. You think I'm a mountain climber. Next thing you know, I'm doing a live cooking show. Oh shit, he's a celebrity chef. Gotta keep them guessing. Seems to be working because you can't figure me out. It's third world country. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. You just nonsense, rambling on. I'd say that this was AI generated, but there's too many grammatical errors. If it was AI generated, it'd probably look a lot better, I reckon. I don't fucking know. Let's see. Podcast program is popular. And I apologize to you and your big audience for being condescending here. And I hope that you don't treat your wife worse than you do on camera. I can see that she tolerates you, probably off camera also, And I feel almost sure that Americans who have repatriated the move to the Orient, can we still say Orient? Now look, back in my day, it was referred to as the Orient. Orientals. And then you couldn't call people Oriental no more. You had to call them Asian. And it's Asian American. Here you are using the word Orient, which I like the word, the Orient. It's very mysterious, very like there's intrigue, mystery. What's the words? Not luxury. I'm trying to find the right words when I hear the word Orient. Like elegant. Like everybody wants to go to the Orient, right? Anyhow, so he used the word Orient. I don't know if you can do that or not. That the natives feel the same as other countrymen of past foreign-run empires. I don't think you can call people the natives anymore. Although you can't call people Indians in America, you have to call them Native Americans. But I don't think you can call people the natives. I don't fucking know. Okay, so the guy says, I pissed off the natives since I moved to the Orient. In closing, lighten up on your family, especially the wife. Show her some respect and gratitude along with all of her native countrymen. And show the Philippines and the rest of the world that America isn't just a land that subjugates Native Americans. And lastly, buy her that damn refrigerator, you cheapo, with the big wallet. This can't be AI, because this is illogical. P.S. Please leave this post up because it is only my opinion, and I believe that you and many other American men need to read this. Let me tell you something. You're so late to the party of this genre of commenting. Did you know that anybody from America who moves to Southeast Asia is nefarious? Did you know that? The minute that you move to Southeast Asia, you're up to no good. Over there abusing them poor women, mail order brides. A lot of people still think that. So you're so fucking late to the party, my friend. Like I ain't never heard this shit before. Parrot award. You're just a parrot. Parroting the same shit that I heard from day one the minute I moved to Thailand. You know? P.S. Please leave this post up. Let's see. Again, I implore you and dare you to keep my comment posted on your comment section. Good luck to you, and God bless you and us all. Now, that's the comment. So, Mr. Shits, I certainly appreciate you leaving that comment. And there's no need to dare me to leave up dissenting opinions. You just gave me 20 minutes of subject matter to talk about, and basically all I did was read your comment. And for that, I have to say thank you. Thank you very much. People love these types of videos and these types of talks. And you just gave me 20 minutes of airtime. Very interesting airtime. And so don't take it personal when I respond. It's not personal from this side. Maybe it's personal to you and the other two commenters featured in this video. It may be personal. It's not personal to me because this is what I do. I'm the man in the arena, marred by dust. Great speech. This is what I do. So, responding to what you said, it's nothing personal, man. This is the entertainment game, the entertainment business. What you call it a podcast. I really do not know what a podcast is. I'm so confused on that one. I thought podcasts used to be shit you listen to like a radio show. And Joe Rogan's show just confused the hell out of me. They still say world famous podcaster Joe Rogan. I'm like, I'm watching a video. What the fuck's the difference in a show? I'm still confused. Anyhow, folks, that's what I have to offer. Those are my thoughts on these 3 comments. Thanks to all 3 of y'all. Keep bringing the love. I'll give you one more close look. You see tears rolling down my face here? Nope. Ain't gonna happen. The learning points, I always try to look for learning points. You know, a lot of people are planning on starting YouTube channels, or they've already started their channel and they're gonna really get serious into it when they retire, when they have more time. And everybody deals with these types of comments in different ways. A lot of people just hide them from the channel, you know, sort of prune their comments all the time so nothing looks too bad on them. I don't go that route. I leave everything up. Sometimes YouTube will swack people because they're way out of line. Sometimes if people are just very jadedly attacking other commenters, I'll schwack them. But for the most part, I love freedom of speech. I love for people to say what's on their mind because you self-identify as to who you really are. And so if I just swack you, I don't get a better picture of who you are. You know, these guys through the years that keep leaving comments, well, if just for example, one comment, you can't read a person. But when I see the same commenters over and over and over, I know a lot about those people. And I've had commenters here who have started out positive, and I can go back and show you the day because it was surprising. I mean, I'm talking 50 positive comments like they're my best friend. All of a sudden, here comes a comment that's just slamming me. And you're like, wait a minute. And the first thing I check is to make sure it's not somebody impersonating that particular channel. And I look and I'm like, no, it's just my same guy. Yesterday I was the golden boy. Now I'm the fucking devil. And you just wonder what happened in that person's life in the last 24 hours from where they were positive for a year and now they've turned into this negative asshole. It's not something that happened in my life. You know what I mean? You don't change that drastically just because of a video you didn't like. Something happened in those people's lives to change them. And I often wonder what it is. You know, probably a breakup, you're getting a divorce, something like that. Now they're just jaded at the world. But when you get messages from people every day, and then they're positive, and all of a sudden they're down in the gutter, something happened. I just try to have some understanding and say something happened in this dude's life, and it ain't me. Something on his end. But there you go, folks. Hope you were entertained. Maybe I invoked some thought. Maybe you got a laugh or two. And Mr. Shits, I'm not going to delete your comment. I think I actually pinned it. And I don't even remember what video it was on. I'll have to go back and look. I'll pin it. And what happens when I pin these videos, a lot of people go in there and immediately edit it to soften it up, make themselves look a little bit better. It's just funny how the game works. Alright folks, that's what I have to offer. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps out with them Google squirrels. They control everything. They decide whether we get to go eat at Sizzler, or we can only buy a bag of rice, or if we're going to fucking starve. Yep, that algorithm, that computer program holds all the cards in this game. So comment, like, subscribe, all that shit Johnny Carson didn't have to say. But he did have to say, right? We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. I crack myself up. I'm out of here.